Hey guys, what's going on? It is RogerDeath here, and I'm going to be bringing you some more Aatrox. Again, it's in a bug game, because I'm not super awesome with him. The difference here is that I'm actually going to do jungle, and I want to demonstrate something kind of interesting with him. There's not a lot of people that can really go super sustain in the jungle, and come out fine, able to gank, without potions. Aatrox, in my small testing, which is literally like one game, can do that. He ends up being about half health if you play him in the jungle and you go through all the camps, every single one, once. And what ends up happening is you end up being at half health at the end of that. And that's with only one level in W. So I'm going to demonstrate this by just getting a machete. I'm not even going to bother getting anything else.
Violence
I take E first,
elegance.
and I am going to go to blue. Now, just because they can do this in a bot game or in a custom game with just, basically one person, doesn't mean you can do it in an AI in a regular game. And so, I don't encourage it. I do suggest you do go 5 potion.
I know what lurks in the hearts of men.
A summoner has disconnected.
our mid leaves after specifically saying, "Yo, I'm mid." People. He's got a nice skin for Vlad, though. So, I can actually do this without a leash. A leash helps, but it's not a huge deal. The fact that you can handle it without worrying about it is pretty incredible.
A summoner has reconnected.
Again, there's God, Lulu.
Minions
Did he
have
buy? He
spawned.
did buy. Guess Lulu's going back down to bot. So, puts me at 4. Oh, it must be 4 o'clock his time. So, holy ass, man, look at this. Just being absolutely destroyed. So I get my first rank of W as my second skill. I could get it as the first, but I think that the damage increase that the E provides is necessary. Because it's not only a damage increase from the actual blade flying out, but it's damage increase from the attack speed, which ironically also helps him from dying.
Is death.
It doesn't seem like being low on health would help, but you actually don't really ever end up being really low on health because the way that W works, when you're below half health, it actually restores twice as much health as it normally would. So it's a really effective thing. Wow, that's 2 heals top. So, while normally this would be a pain in the ass for a lot of people, Aatrox can actually do it fairly well without any help or anything. Interestingly, I mean, look at this. I'm staying at around the same health. But more importantly, I slay him before Smite actually comes back up. So that allows me to do quick kills on golems. And that gives me enough health to continue out. Now, because I mean, look at that. It only restores an extra 5 health, 10 when you're low. So that's why I like to go with the damage and Blades of Torment instead. So you can clear and be fine. But if you want to gank right away, you need those potions. So I do recommend it in a regular game. Only reason it works now is because it's, an AI game. I'm not ganking right away. I'm going to farm some. That said, new update has really skewed a lot of jungle paths because a lot of them relied on wolves blue, wraiths, wolves red for 4, and that allowed them to be at least somewhere close to mid.
War reveals what is within us.
Enemy has been slain.
And that's a really easy way to gank. You just use your Q.
They will greet
Like
you
for example,
as heroes.
up here you can actually gank really, really well. I'm going to show you a quick gank from top, or onto top, because it's extremely, extremely easy. It's probably one of the easiest places to gank in the game. For pretty much all champions, but I think Aatrox has, in particular, has a really good time of it.
There will be no retreat.
Need to get that health back.
Fight or be forgotten.
And yeah, I survived, but not by much. I mean, I would have been fine because of Bloodwell.
Surpass the
So it's not like I was gonna completely die. But it's interesting to see what you can do without potions and with as a good judge of a character's strengths. I like to start out with a Bilgewater Cutlass because it gives some attack damage and lifesteal, so that that's why I don't level up my W much. Is because I rely on lifesteal to keep me alive. That's the primary function way I sustain. W helps, but because of this, I can actually leave it on this, so it does insane damage instead.
A summoner has disconnected.
And the damaging increases how quickly Bloodwell fills up. So it makes the attack speed go up as well. It's an interesting little mechanic that the more you use, more health you use, the more damage you can do throughout time. So yeah, it hurts a little more, but it gets Bloodwell up really quickly, so that's really simple to do. I have an AD Lulu, which is unusual.
Peace is the greatest lie of all.
Suck it, Morgana! Oh, I missed. I like the fact that in between, like when you're still shifting stances,
Fury.
your attack doesn't get reset. It just continues going as if it hadn't been. That's actually very advantageous to the way Aatrox plays, because you can stack it up on either one and then switch it on the last hit as kind of a surprise gesture. Yeah, see, like right there, I switched it a few times so that they didn't know that I was going to heal or get hurt.
What is within us.
I mean, obviously, it's not a big deal against bots or against, you know, jungle creep. But
I know what
it's
lurks.
that idea that now you have this little form of trickery that you can use. It creates it's a little hesitant. And Aatrox is probably one of the best duelers to really come out in a while,
You as heroes.
because he's able to trade blows so effectively thanks to Bloodwell and Massacre. Once you get his ult and you have full
Peace is the
Bloodwell,
greatest.
shit, you just mow through things with attack speed, with that attack speed, and all the while still getting all that sustain thanks to
Honor will
W.
save them.
So it's I think it's really, really effective. I don't want to waste it on jungle monsters, so I'm not going to.
War reveals what is within us.
But you know, it does a tremendous amount of damage. Make no mistake, it is probably one of the best combinations you can do in the game because of how health efficient it creates. You basically become. Between the healing from W, even at level 1, that 20 is nice. That 20 is very nice, especially since it scales with physical damage.
The tide.
So really, I mean, unless you're counting on it for bonus damage, that's where it gets its strength. That's really its strength. The only reason I consider leveling it up. You can if you can get over here. You just have to, like, you know, stop getting hit.
Violence is
Just getting hit sucks. Especially when I'm already casting. What the hell was that noise? It sounded like a friend got on. I invited somebody to my lobby. What the heck? Oh well. Oh man, look at that. Just over the wall. Great escape mechanism for middle. Then again, I don't see Aatrox really catching on as a mid because he's melee. He doesn't have that many ranged attacks, and no, he has some CC. It's not that great. I do say level up Dark Flight last because mostly it's cooldown reduction, which can be alleviated via items, and it's also a little bit of damage. Boom! Look at that attack speed. 1.37. It's a short little thing, but wow, while you have it, you just hurt. You know? You become insane, and that's no attack speed boosting items. Its first essential item is the Blade of the Ruined King, which boosts attack speed, gives, you know, that percentage health shred too, and that pretty awesome active. Apparently I was doing damage still. So W over Q, I think. Q should be leveled last. It's nice because it has that knockup, but the knockup is, you know, it's a short knockup. 1 second. It's also a very small area of effect. It's not tremendous in a team fight. You might get 1 or 2 people if you're lucky.
They will greet you as
yeah, I saw that coming out Viger. Oh. Ooh. I nearly popped into Bloodwell, and even though I know I can sustain out of it, I just don't like doing it. You know? It's that idea that I'm failing at this.
honor will not save them.
Wasn't quite so awesome for Vlad. He was the, so far, the only death on our team. Because it's bots, I'm going to go ahead and get Berserker Graves too, so that's going to increase my DPS even more. Sell that because it's not necessary at this point.
I am as
Now,
timeless as
Aatrox doesn't scale as necessarily... what is it a percentage of his health? Yeah. No, it's just a set amount, it looks like. If it's wrong, let me know. Because I don't know for sure, because I've only really played him 2 games. And I would like to know for sure. But, if scaling with... he scales more heavily with attack speed and attack damage than he does health. Resistances would be a better choice if you're going to go that path. And the reason for that is because of
warriors are
the idea that
born in blood.
his attacks are a percentage of health, except for this. No, I think that is even. So, getting more health just means you hurt yourself more. It's not necessarily a good thing. As I checked. Now, I'm going to go do Dragon with just these items because I think I can do it. A Ravenous Hydra will be insane on him because that means every 3rd attack, you know, bam, he does all that extra damage out.
Now we turn the tide.
Now, if we want to sustain him out like this, you make sure you have it on the healing part. If you want to kill him quicker and potentially kill yourself, make sure you're doing the damage. Which is actually really bad. So what you can do is you can get below half health and then switch back to healing stance because that's actually going to heal you tremendously each time it procs.
In the hearts of
Because it
men.
becomes, you know, in this case it's 80.
Surpass the frailty. Behold,
Boom! Slicey, slicey, slicey. Aatrox can unleash a great amount of pain really quickly. Especially if he uses his ultimate, because god, he just skyrocketed in attack speed there.
they will greet you as heroes.
Sustain is really nice because, like I've said, as he's taking damage, if he takes a lot of damage, now his health just starts
Hesitation
filling up
is
quicker
death.
because of its second effect. The damage scales extremely well.
Has destroyed a turret.
Downside, oh no, it does do bonus physical damage. So I was gonna say the downside is that it's not so awesome because it does do physical, but no. So the damage is quite high,
Is the greatest
and but
fight
it's
of all.
died twice. Because I don't need to heal up extra, I can just heal off of lifesteal. I'm gonna kill these things. Yar, die.
Cut the courage from them.
So I can go back and I can get a lot of damage increase. Due in no small part to the fact that I have 4 kills, 8 assists, and I got Dragon.
Fear become
But-
fury.
Why stop there?
An ally has been slain.
Oh, Katarina just got iced. Probably quite literally, because she did go fight Ash.
Every kill brings
Oh shit!
closer.
I knocked him up. Ha 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 ha. Dick. Oh, ass. Give me your life and your speed.
What is
He
within
flies at that point. Cool. Again, I have blood whelp. If I can try and if I can avoid using it, I'm damn well going to.
victory is forever.
I don't like that. I don't like using it. It makes me feel bad. Makes me feel like I fucked up. So I try and avoid using it. But that's just me. I'm weird like that. So that I don't like. People have their own preferences. Like some people like to level up W first on Aatrox, as I've noted, as was noted in the comment section, my last video.
Has been slain.
But I prefer double E before it gives a good harass. Since he's a melee champion, he needs it. Yes, it hurts him to do so, but the increase to attack speed is nice. So it's kind of a trade-off. Do you want to heal more and do more damage to an every third auto attack, or would you rather do consistent damage, consistent amounts at a known rate? It requires more skill to aim, obviously, and hit with, but it's an interesting quandary, and different people have different preferences on it. I prefer to hit more reliably. Because up until you get a nice attack speed, you can't reliably get this third hit. But
Has destroyed
once you reach that point, yeah, go. There's no reason not to. Go right ahead. I'm just shy. That's annoying.
Timeless as war.
See, look, that adds 200 extra damage plus 92 from my modifier, and that's in addition to the base damage. So really, he can do an insane amount of damage, and now I think I have enough lifesteal that I can just leave
ally has been slain.
leave this on, no matter what. See, look at how much life he loses. He's losing 73 life a hit. So it's not. It's a sort of self-sacrifice. Do I need to do damage, or do I need to live? Kind of balance you have to strike here. How much does that only do? 20 to 60. Wow, that's low. I think Hydra does. No, Hydra's the same. Huh.
Fight.
Die, die, die. Really easy to kill things. Yeah. Lots of damage. And I can actually go back and get the Hydra now, which is going to increase my damage by about 25.
Now
The health regen's also nice. You know. Does it increase my lifesteal? It does increase my lifesteal a little. So I go from... Oh, no, I actually don't get increasing, but still. So, there's that. I want to get a Bloodthirster now. So, I get all the health regen, all the lifesteal, which syncs so well with Bloodthirst. Between Bloodthirst, Massacre, and Bloodwell, he can become a new version of Tryndamere, and I think he's got a little bit more utility than Tryndamere because he's got knockups and a slow, and does just gains actual attack speed. So I'd be interested to see who would win in a fight, a completely decked out Tryndamere or a completely decked out Aatrox, and I'm willing to bet on the Aatrox as opposed to the more conventional idea of it being Tryndamere because of his broken passive. But if you think about it, Aatrox has a similarly broken passive. Just look at this shit. Just shreds through Dragon.
pain is temporary.
No problems.
Victory is forever.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And we're just going to push to win, I guess. So, I think Aatrox is great in the jungle, too. I'm going to try him in a real game. I'm going to record that. That's probably not going to be until... That's not going to go up until Monday. So I have... Because I don't upload on Sundays anymore. That's kind of a change. But I've stopped uploading on Sundays. Just so I kind of have a day off to relax if I need to build up my library of videos. That said, I've got a lot for second channel. I've completely finished Star Tropics, and I have a few of the Minecrafts. I've got 2 Minecraft I still have to upload. And in between that, I think I have a 4 or something. I don't know. But yeah, Aatrox. I didn't really participate in killing. I just farmed because that was what I wanted to do. So I think I still really like him. Like I said, I do want to try him in a regular game as jungle or even just as top. It's going to be really hard because he's brand new and he's thus extremely popular. But I want to try it. Other than that, that's it for the weekend, guys. And I will see you on Monday with my next video, which will probably be Aatrox in a real game if I can actually manage to snag him. I'm probably gonna have to do it in blind pick because Drafty's probably banned. Maybe not because even in ranked games, I'm not. Let's see, is he in that one? No, he's not in that one either. Nobody's taking him in ranked games actually, so I might actually be able to pick. It might be getting banned is the thing. I don't know. So like I said, I will see you guys on Monday with my next League of Legends video. No Dawn Gate this week, even though the beta was technically it was yesterday when you're watching this, but as of recording it was today. And it's not changing a whole lot. It's a little bit of balance. The big thing this week was that they changed it so you get the damage indicator, the damage recap. And that's not that big of a change. I've kind of expressed how I felt about that fairly well, I think. If you still want me to cover it this upcoming session, I definitely will. But I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys on if you want me to keep doing that and kind of track its progress over time, or if you just want updates when it gets a big update itself. Other than that, see you guys on Monday.